No way.
Oh my god.
Headshots. Fucking headshots, bro.
I hate this game.
What on the other side?
What's up, everybody? It's your host with not the most, but we back at it. Gaming Vets Unplugged, episode 6. So if you're watching us on the video in YouTube world, Tuberland, whatever the hell you want to call it, right? You'll notice that we have somebody else here today. Panda's on vacation for 2 weeks, so we're gonna get some special guests in here. We'll get him we'll get an introduction in from him. He'll tell us a little about himself, and then we'll kick off the show. So everybody in Spotify land, podcast audio land, if you hear a different voice, it's because Panda's not here. So, but we want to give a warm welcome to our buddy RC. RC can introduce himself. I met RC through both Daniel and Jose. What was that, like
Summer?
How long you been gone now? Yeah, last summer, a year ago, right?
Yeah.
RC's our resident zombie expert.
Yeah.
He is the driving force behind all those videos that you see on either Jose's channel or my channel when we do some of those Easter eggs. I think Daniel had his up there too.
Yeah.
But RC's the other guy that is always yelling at us because we're doing something wrong, or we missed a step, or we all died and he's still alive. So RC, man, just go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little about yourself, and we'll go from there, buddy.
Yeah, my name is RC. I'm friends with Jose and Daniel, or Drllze, or
Cruz.
other guy. Chris.
Yeah, whatever that guy's name is.
Whatever the fucking guy's name is.
Chronicles of Narnia or something like that. I don't remember what it was. Changes it.
Double L.
We've been friends since high school. That's where we met.
Right on.
We was part of the JRTC, and it's pretty.
Okay.
It's pretty cool, you know. I wasn't most getting friends, but luckily I joined JRTC, meeting Drllze and Kuznait, and later I met Donnie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, that's cool, man. You guys known each other since high school, bro. You guys are all old.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. That's cool, man. Any RC, any cool high school stories you want to tell about old Drllze and Chronicles of whatever, Kuznait or whatever? You know, because look, so I know you watched our podcast, and you've seen the first couple episodes where we've talked about you and they've talked about knowing each other since high school, right? But you come in with a whole different perspective, so you might have something that they never shared. That RC's like, oh, I'm gonna put that shit in the back of my pocket for when we're like 30 years old.
Well, I think Drllze has something in his hand. Remember the scar I gave you?
Oh, dude, I completely forgot about that. So in my hand,
let's go.
dude. I don't know. It's not that big.
No, you can see it. It's good. You can see it.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah.
All
right. So we pretty much we all pretty much got close because of the drill team in JRTC. So we spin rifles and shit.
Arm drill team, sir. Get it right.
Well, I was saying we were spinning rifles. So we spin rifles, and these rifles. How much did they weigh? Like,
well,
10
it was
pounds?
the M1 Grant.
It was M1 Grant.
So
Yeah.
That's the
heavy.
expert Donnie, who was an expert of weapons.
Yeah. This is the color guard rifle. Huh?
Yeah. And I don't know how much they weighed, but they were pretty heavy. And RC ended up pretty much he had to throw the rifle at me, and I had to catch it, and he threw it kind of funny, and it just I grew a fucking scar. So
did it have a bayonet on it? Obviously not a sharp one, but like
no.
Had
it was
like
just
a trim
pure
one, or just
I don't remember how
it
he got it, but like he told me that he got it from throw it at him, and he got the scar.
Yeah.
Was it from the sights or something?
Yeah.
Did it rather hit you?
From the what?
The
From the
sights?
sights, yeah. The iron sight in the front.
Ooh, yeah, those little fucking, those big ass rabbit ears that sit on the front like
yes,
this with the little
dude,
shit on the front door. Like,
yeah.
just imagine. Can you
Yeah.
imagine sitting a couple hundred yards away from another line of white dudes fucking pointed at you? Like, that's a Civil War rifle, bro. Like,
Yeah.
look, first of all, they used to fight wars back in the day. Just like, I couldn't even imagine. Like, what are you signing up for? You're not signing up to be in the army. You're signing up to be in the front to get shot at. That's what they should have told you. Like, hey,
frontline infantry.
Yeah, what do you want to do? You want to do frontline infantry? All right, tomorrow you're going to be in the front. And you're going to get shot at. So tonight, make sure you call your family and tell them you love them because you're probably not going to make it back.
And if you survive, just tell us about it.
I want to hold the flag. I want to play the drums.
How many people there was?
You know,
Hey, right? Like that's why all the people was the little drummers because they're like, off to the side or medics, way in the back. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, man. Imagine if we fought wars like that nowadays. Nah, I'd be a bum on the street, bro. I never joined. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
You want to join the army? Nope, sure don't. I can get shot walking down the street. Why am I going to get paid for it? I mean, do it in a different country. That'd be wild. Even in Vietnam, like the evolution of war is just insane. You know what I mean? Like every war has obviously been different just because of the time gap. But anyways,
and also the rules of engagement, right?
Yeah, that's
I heard that you can't shoot back if they shoot.
No, you can't shoot until they shoot.
Yeah, that's right. Because
so imagine your boy Donnie to the D clearing a building. Like, we know there's bad guys in there, but hey, ROEs are, unless somebody shoots at you, what, you want to put a zip tie on him? Like, motherfucker, AK in my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to tackle this guy with a rifle to the ground because he didn't shoot at me? Hell no, bro. Like, that shit's crazy. And it's not, obviously not that black and white, right? There's different stipulations, like, and we can get into that, like, a whole nother thing. But, I mean, for the most part, yeah, it's like, it's pretty much, you can't shoot until you're shot at. Or, as soon as you shoot, you better finish the job because you're going to go spend the rest of your career in Leavenworth. So you might as well get something out of it. I mean, that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But anyways, so for those of you guys that don't know, RC is not in the military. RC never like ROTC is like the extent of your military, like active military stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
but I was always fascinated by military.
Yeah, and that's awesome. I know you always ask a lot of things.
I love the history.
Big history buff,
man. World War II. I'm starting to learn more about the Roman Empire.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I've been learning a lot from the wars of Japan, samurais and all that. I just love history that much.
Yeah, that's cool. No, that's definitely cool. I was just, to clarify for everybody who's listening and who's watching, right? Like, yes, it's a gaming and a veterans deal that we run here, but sometimes we split between the two, right? Because there's not always things to talk about military-wise, and there's always something to talk about in the gaming world. Mm-hmm. So, RC is pretty big into a lot of games. He talks about a lot of games when we play. So, as a part of your introduction, RC, we want to know, the viewers want to know, the 12 subscribers want to know. And it's the same question that we've all answered at one point or another. So what got you into gaming? Like, what's your backstory on, why you enjoy gaming and what it does for you?
I guess it wasn't a big, like, my first system was the Sega Genesis. Sonic, Mortal Kombat 2. And I remember my brother beat me a lot in Mortal Kombat. I was like, man, how did he do those moves?
Just does the Liu Kang back sweep all day long. Oh, bro, it used to piss me off, dude.
But for him, he always loves using Sub-Zero and just freeze me.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Uppercuts. Later on, my godfather, he got me into PC gaming, like really old PC gaming, like Helicopter Simulator.
Oh, okay.
And really cool Star Wars games like don't know if you heard about the X-Wing simulator that you can. It's very realistic. Making your shields and your like it's a simulator of X-Wings and TIE wings. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then I got like Nintendo 64. And I think my gaming changed when I met Daniel and Jose, because I was kind of like Nintendo, and then I know more about PlayStation and Xbox. Like, they're the reason why I play Call of Duty. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense why Daniel's the reason. I don't know why Jose would be the reason. Like, who?
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. And then for those of you that don't know, obviously nobody knows, but to clarify, out of all of us, RC is the only one that plays on console still.
Yeah.
He's been talking about making the swap, but we'll see.
I want to make this.
Don't do it. There's too many cheaters. Like, you play with us, bro. There's so many cheaters, right? Like, if you played on console by yourself, you'd probably have the best gaming experience ever.
You're right.
Until they fix everything, obviously, which supposedly is supposed to be next week. But we're not going to put all of our weight on that shit. Well, I'm going to keep all of my eggs out of that basket because, that never happens. So that's cool, man. That's cool. So what's your favorite game to play right now?
Right now I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's really good. Daniel keeps telling me it will be good on PC.
Yeah. It'll be amazing on PC.
Yeah, just like the graphics and all that stuff. Yeah, for sure. I remember that shit was dope on a bubble TV. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be awesome on a PC. So, how far along are you on that?
Oh man,
that game lasted an eternity, from what I remember. Shit, the first 2 Final Fantasies back in the day, I was like, God, this game never ends, bro.
Yeah, it's like halfway there.
Yeah. We'll just put it out there. We're halfway.
I could never get into it just for that, because when I tried playing it, that shit was so fucking long.
Dude, yeah, the longevity of that, and they don't really make what is that? It's RPG style game is what it's called, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, they still have those kind of games around, but I don't think anything's like Final Fantasy anymore, right? Like OG, like Final Fantasy. Maybe Final Fantasy is like
not
Fantasy,
just
right? But
RPG, but single player.
Yeah, like single player.
I don't see a lot of single player games. Mostly it's like live service and multiplayer focus.
Yeah, I was into the most recent single player game that I probably enjoyed was Gears of War, right?
Yeah.
I tried to get into Assassin's Creed, but I was just like, I don't know if it was because of what I did in the military, and then I just look at this game like it's a little bit of stretch, but like,
I played all the Assassin's Creed.
I mean, man, it's so realistic, man.
What I like about
it's not that it's a video game, right? I know it's not meant to be realistic. It's just like sometimes when you do certain things in your life, right, and then you try to separate the two and play video games, right? Like, you can't help but justify why or why not the game is like that, right? And it's like, it's unrealistic or it's realistic, right? And you kind of make your own assumptions about how you enjoy it or whatever, or what you like about it, what you don't like. Like, I enjoyed Assassin's Creed, but some of it just to me was just way off the wall type shit, and that's maybe because I don't have a vivid imagination in that aspect, right? Like, to imagine those kind of things. But I thought if they were gonna make a dope ass like Marvel fucking Avengers, level movie around Assassin's Creed, I'd watch the shit out of that. That'd be dope as hell, right? But I don't know, playing it for me was just it was all right. I don't hate the game by any means, but I could just never get into it to keep playing it because they start coming out with all of them. But anyways, man, that's cool. So, all right, let's jump into the present. Right, we got a little backstory on RC. Talk about the present. RC, what do you do nowadays, man? As far as I know you still play video games, obviously, right? But what do you do outside of video games?
I'm helping my brother in real estate, with files and other agents, you call it a transaction coordinator. Okay. So basic stuff like that. So I'm mostly on the computer.
You enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome.
It's good.
I used to want to get into real estate. I just want to buy.
So are you more like a I don't want to say a loan officer. I guess like a loan officer,
No.
assistant.
It's just basically help with the file, get everything ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because your brother's more of your brother's a realtor. He doesn't work as like a closer or anything like that, right?
No, he just help people make good deals and all that. He talks to people, which I'm more the opposite. Just
sit back and do all your stuff.
Yeah.
Right on.
He's the admin behind
the admin.
Yeah.
There you go.
The cog that keeps the whole thing running. I hate to say it, but it's true. You know what I mean? So that's what's up. That's cool. I like it. Real estate. There's big money to be made in real estate, especially where you're at.
Yeah.
Ever expanding Dallas, DFW, all that area. Shit. Dude. That place where we met, like the colony, I remember a handful of years ago, there wasn't nothing there. And then we went there.
Dude,
and it's like
there was nothing there.
Yeah, bro. It's like the most poppin' place when we went.
When I first moved over here 5 years ago, it was not even half of that.
Dude, when I was working for my stepdad, driving the tow truck or whatever, like I'd go to Frisco, the colony. Dude, there was nothing there. Like it's crazy. It's crazy how much it's grown.
Yeah, dude. And like it surprises me, and I don't know how that works, right? But like it kind of like baffles me. Like a new city pops up, right? And then it's just everything's that expensive. Not like you know what I mean? Like it's like upper class type area, right? The colony that like they kind of like breed off of everybody coming there to enjoy stuff and then leaving unless you drive a Bentley or a Lamborghini or whatever, then you can hang out there or whatever. But it's kind of interesting how all that stuff works, man. But anyways, so that's where we all met. That's where actually I met all three of these guys at the same time in person. Mm-hmm. Like the first time I saw them all they brought RC along. He came. We went to Tiger Woods' little putt deal for
pop stroke, something like that.
Yeah, pop stroke for pretty much like a pre going away for Daniel because he was moving up north to the cold. Speaking of cold, I heard it's cold as fuck up there still.
Right now, it's hot as fuck, dude.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Damn.
Well,
Yeah.
that's good.
What's hot right now?
Today was like
15.
I want to say today was like high 60s.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
coming from to what I've compared.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
-0 to 50s. Yeah, bro.
Tomorrow's supposed to snow though. So
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, hashtag get fucked.
Dude. Bro. Bipolar weather, bro.
All I know is
it's
if
crazy.
it's snowing in May weather, bro, I'm just gonna marry you and leaving, bro. Like that.
Oh yeah, first of all, let's talk about that. Congratulations are in order as we now have a resident, what do you call it? I don't know, but if you want to get hitched, Jose's Hitching is now officially official. He's an ordained freaking, what do they call it?
Except for Virginia.
Ordainer.
Except for Virginia.
An ordainer. Yeah. Oh yeah, unless you live in Virginia, then you get fucked. You go fuck yourself. But no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, man. So Jose took it upon himself. Well, I don't know if he took it upon himself, but Daniel is renewing his vows in the summer, and Jose, being his very close friend, good friend, is going to remarry Daniel and his wife. So I don't know if we're gonna put that on the podcast. I might sneak up there and put that on the podcast, but no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so congratulations to Jose for getting that done.
Yeah,
That was probably like a 20-minute
cool.
course. No, I'm just kidding.
ChatGPT did everything for me.
ChatGPT, he just typed it in. What's the answer? How do I marry somebody? All right, cool, got it. Done, son. Yeah, I mean that's pretty big. That's awesome though. Like and that's something we talk about, right? Like being friends outside of all this, right? Outside of gaming, and that's a prime example of that. Is like, here's one of your best friends, and now he's going to be the person that weds you and remarries you, right? And that because of the time and the age of your lifespan, like that's something you're gonna remember for the rest of your life. Like, you know what I mean? So that's dope. That's dope. Jose's trying to get fucked up. That's what he told me though.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, hey, you wanna marry this guy again? Are you sure?
I'm like, why?
Are you sure?
Me and Jose helped.
Take
Daniel.
another shot. Take another shot and think about it. Because if everybody doesn't remember, like Jose and Daniel's wife have known each other for fucking ever.
Oh, right? Since kinder.
Yep.
Yeah, since like they're little kids. So that's the full circle of it, right? That's one of the coolest stories I think you'll be able to tell both of your grandkids, right? Or whatever, right? You can be like, oh, like that's I think that's dope. So
yeah. What were you saying, RC? You were about to say something.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, I was saying that me and Jose helped Daniel do his proposal at the Union Tower.
Reunion Tower. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Reunion
Like
Tower.
the original one? Original proposal?
Yeah.
Original proposal. Yeah, man.
Break it down. Break it down.
They helped me set it up and stuff. Dude, it was so long ago. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was. Well, I'm the one that took the
that's
pictures and the video.
I'm such a guy.
Yeah. You were up there with them, right, RC?
Yeah.
And then myself, Daniel's sister-in-law, and my other friend Andy were downstairs, like holding a sign that said, like, "Will you be my player one?" or something like that.
My player two. So Donnie, have you been at the Reunion Tower? Do you know what that is? In Dallas?
No.
Okay, so in
the
Dallas,
famous ball.
Yeah. In Dallas, there's a ball, tower, a building or whatever, right in the center of downtown. And they call it the Reunion Tower. They call it the Reunion Tower, and it's like a 360. Pretty much, you can see it all over. Yeah, it spins and stuff.
Okay.
And on there's cameras or monitors. There's monitors that have cameras that look down to the city. So pretty much what happened was, I told Jose, Andy, and Jackie's sister, that if they could hold up a sign saying, "Will you be my player too?" down as a in a shape of a controller. And I pretty much told RC, "Hey RC, you mind taking pictures? When I propose, take a video. Let's make it random. So like, let's just be up there, like." Be surprised that you're up there, like, "Oh, what's up? What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
So so Jackie, she didn't catch on or nothing, so that was good. So I pretty much told her, "Yeah, let's look around, let's look at the monitor or whatever." And she pulled up the monitor, and then she was reading it, and then that's when I got down on one knee and pretty much proposed to her. It was pretty cool.
Nice. That's cool. That's very cool.
I don't know if I still have the video, but I think Jackie should have it. Right?
Jackie posted it not too long ago on Facebook, I think.
I don't know.
Look, for all the listeners out there and the watchers, right? If you have any doubts about Daniel's abilities and like love for gaming, I'm pretty sure that just answered all of it, right? Like, is this guy a real gamer? Absolutely. Do you hear how he proposed to his wife? Like, like the guy, and I tell you, he's a prophet for a reason, right? I mean, you gotta have confidence.
You take off your back brace already?
Yeah, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you took off your back brace already?
Oh my gosh!
Hey, we contributed to one of those.
Yeah, you guys did, man. Yeah,
so.
I think it's communication, man. I'd rather run it with y'all and have communication than fucking some dudes that just run off and not do. Yeah,
and don't say shit. Like when you get a random.
Yeah,
like, oh my god, dude. So
it's hard to.
It's just fun. It's just fun with y'all.
You get like 20 kills.
Oh, that was Daniel. I had one. Daniel had 16 eliminations and 16 kills.
It's because Daniel just knows who to shoot at. Like we don't. I mean, I generally do. I just can't ever. I can't ever fucking kill nobody. Like I get a lot of damage, but I can't finish nobody.
There is a lot of kills where I catch myself, like y'all are shooting, and I stop myself because for some reason I always end up getting that kill, and I don't know why Call of Duty does that.
Yeah, I don't
feel like there's cheaters.
Huh?
Cheaters, like they're cheating.
No, he's saying Daniel.
No, just in general. Yeah, just in general.
Yeah, but like the people that you like face off in Warzone, do you feel like they're cheating?
Many times I do. I think we all have, like, dude, there's like no way he knows I'm there. Or
I've got a lot better at realizing the difference of what a possible cheater is and what like just a good player is. Because when it first started, bro, and I was just like, everybody's fucking cheating. Like if I died, you're fucking cheating because like whatever. But yeah, nowadays like because I've been playing the game so long, I guess I kind of realized. And then to be honest, right, having an individual on your regular squad that is that good, like you can tell the difference, right? Like I see the way that Daniel plays the game, like all the times that I'm dead through half of the game, I'm watching him until I come back. And yeah, it's funny, right? But it's true, right? Like I'm watching Daniel and not really like studying it, but I'm trying to like figure out how to regain off of the best player, obviously, right? And no offense to anybody else, but Daniel, we've all fucking said that Daniel's obviously the best player, right? That we have on our squad. So, to separate from that, right? And I think that's just like a team aspect, right? To separate from that and try to create your own incidents is not the best idea if we're not as confident in playing the game as Daniel is. I've gotten a lot better at doing it, right? But I still find myself trying to play off of him or whatever and try to manage that flow of the game. Cause I mean, he gets more kills than us, whatever. Right. Like I ain't scared to fucking admit it. I play the game for fun. I like to watch Daniel fucking clown people in the game, but I mean, he dies a lot too. Like not as much as we do, but he dies. You know what I mean? Like
Daniel's the ringer.
Yeah, but he's smart about
Daniel first when he's down. All right, don't get me.
My gosh,
don't get Jose. You get Daniel.
Oh man,
you don't get me.
Honestly, like I used to think that RC. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I used to think like, oh shit, Daniel's down. Like what are we doing, right? Like, but the strategy is not to get Daniel up. The strategy is to let the rest of the team survive so Daniel can come back. Because this is how you gotta look at it, right? If Daniel's the best player on the team and he can't fucking kill the guy that killed him, like I'm not going over there. I'm gonna get fucking raped, right? I'm dead in 2 shots. Like, and that's happened before, right? We've done that. We early game, right? Daniel will die and he'd be like, "What?" And I'd be like there. I'm like, "Fuck, I'm gonna go send it," because he put some damage on him, and then he's fucking kills off the rest of us, and I'm like, "Well, that's a fucking bad idea." You know what I mean? So, so like I try to have better confidence in the game, obviously, but it's just kind of like my reasoning behind it is I watch Daniel a lot because I just want to learn how to play the game more efficiently. Maybe not more effectively, but more efficiently, right? I don't really care. I've had 1 or 2, I think my highest ever was like 22, and it was a bot lobby. You know what I'm saying? Like even I thought it was a bot lobby, and I was like, dude, can I get lobbies like this every day? Like it was better than a streamer lobby, like no joke, right? Yeah. And I capitalized on it. I just fucking full sent. And sometimes when I do that, like I make better decisions because I have less time to think about shit, and that's really what it is, like for me. So, but anyways. Let's, since we're on the topic of, obviously we're talking about Warzone. That's what we play mostly together. The biggest topic on discussion for Warzone is Verdansk is supposed to be here the middle of next week, right? On Wednesday? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday, right?
It's Thursday, 11 o'clock Pacific time. No, 9 o'clock Pacific time.
Yeah, Jose's doing a 24-hour stream starting Thursday at 11 o'clock. So,
are you really?
We were joking about it earlier.
Damn. If I do that shit, I better have a lot of people fucking watching.
Yeah, but Jose and I, because he said he's off his work from home day, if he gets the opportunity, we're probably going to play and stream for a little bit during the day. So if you guys want to take off that day, why not?
When is that?
It's Thursday, bro.
Is that the 2nd?
No, it's the third.
I should. I actually have surgery that day.
Nope.
I'm getting snipped.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Is that?
We'll talk about that later.
Is that allowed? Is that allowed in your ethnicity? I don't think Hispanic people are allowed to do that, bro.
Man. Man. I'm gonna start shooting blanks, pretty much. So
hey, I ain't mad at it, bro.
All I'm gonna say, Daniel, is if you get snipped and your COD performance goes down, you got to go get unsnipped.
Bro, Daniel's about to go from 20 to 35 kills a game, bro. Like, what do you mean? Like, testosterone levels are gonna change. You know what I'm saying? Like the man is gonna be angry jumping on the game. Like,
yeah,
wow,
dude, right?
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's gonna be fun. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
You
know, hey, look, real quick. We're gonna talk about this just because it just, when we talk about stuff, shit pops in my head. That's how my memory works, right? I don't remember shit if I'm trying to tell you a story, but if somebody says something, it's like, boom, oh shit, I remember this. And no disrespect to my pops, I love my dad to death, and he don't watch this shit anyway, so who cares? But I remember being in fucking, bro, I think I was in middle school. No, like the beginning of high school. It had to be the beginning of high school. I was in Japan. I remember my dad went to go get snipped, right? It's like me and my brother were it. My dad was like, I ain't fucking having no more kids. These two boys are fucking paining my ass as it is. Like, fuck no. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I remember coming home, bro, and my dad just laid out on the couch. Just can't do nothing with life, right? Like for like 3 days. That's how bad it used to be. Right now I think the shit is outpatient service.
Yeah.
Fucking like you're going to the barbershop. Go up, get a little pulley tab, get a number. Next. All right. All right, go home. Here's some fucking numbing cream and some painkillers.
Here's a bucket of ibuprofen.
Yeah, you're like, oh, can I get a note for work? And they're like, nah, you're going to work tomorrow.
No, dude. Work next day, dude.
Yeah, that's bro. Crazy. Like, so advancement in technology, that's wild, bro. Like, gaming is a world around technology, but there's other technology out there that's crazy. Like to think of that. Like I remember my dad was laid up for like 3-4 days, bro, just on the couch, couldn't fucking move. Had to have stitches heal up and all kinds of shit, bro. I'm like, and so that image, right? I didn't see my pops as fucking nutsack or anything like that, but the image of my dad just like laid out and like bandaged up and shit. I was like, I ain't gonna fucking snipped ever, bro. Fuck that. I'm gonna just pull out and shoot it on your face. Or no, okay. What are we talking about? All right, calm down. But anyways, yeah. So all right, let's jump back. So Verdansk next week. So here's my question. Listen, I'm gonna shoot it to RC since he's a special guest, obviously, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, so we kind of talked about this a little bit. We didn't touch on it a lot because we wanted to save it for another podcast as it gets closer. And this is the one, obviously, because it'll be here before we shoot the next one. But what is it to you that you think has to be successful in order for Verdansk not to fail, right? And let me caveat that, right? The weeks leading up to this moment, or next week, right? A lot of people are, you see all the videos from the streamers and the posts like Warzone's dying, right? Verdansk isn't going to save Warzone, blah 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 blah, right? I don't really care about all that because that's a single opinionated, opinion from one person, right? And that's the kind of thing that I talk about on this podcast all the time, right? It's like those that's their thoughts. I don't really care. My thoughts are I love to play the game. I'm going to play the game. I don't care how popular it is, how not popular it is. Like I'm still going to play, right? But everybody has their own levels of frustration with the game. So what do you think is going to make next week better than it has been? Like what does Call of Duty have to do in order to appease RC to play the game more?
Call of Duty needs to die. No, I'm sure. Well, I don't know. Like, it's kind of exciting to go back to Verdansk,
right?
But I don't know. It's like it's gonna be like a week worth of exciting. Yes, I think people will be more excited about the zombies coming up, the new zombie map that we have to do.
I mean, I know you will. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And don't worry, we'll be there to play and figure out once you call us about all the Easter egg stuff, we'll be doing all that. You know what I'm saying? So, but so like taking a perspective, like we'll just say, because this is what we talked about a couple of streams ago.
I remember like the good times that Daniel and me and Jose, when we first played Verdansk, remember?
Right.
Like when it first came out and it's like all the craziness and all that.
Yeah, nostalgia, right? Now, like nostalgia is a big thing for gaming, obviously.
Yeah. Like right now, they're gonna bring back shooting while falling down. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So really dropping from the parachute.
Yeah.
That was the most annoying fucking thing ever. Like
it is annoying, but it is fun.
Donnie,
when you're doing it.
Get my kills.
I'm coming in 4 times and I'm getting shot out of the sky. Like, fuck this game. Like, no, I'm just kidding. But
Donnie, I like your idea, what you said before, that Warzone needs to be a separate game.
Right? Yeah, I agree.
Because it's going to be bloated, and like if this succeed, then next year they're going to wash everything in Warzone 3, and then everything we gain is lost.
Yeah.
Which is stupid. Because,
right?
Yeah. Like look at Fortnite. You still have you still have all your freaking skins, you know, Rick and Morty.
And Fortnite is successful because it's its own entity. You know what I mean? Like that's how Warzone should be. Yeah.
Warzone needs to be own thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my biggest thing on how that. Yeah, that's my biggest thing on how the game survives is they separate Warzone from Call of Duty as a whole, right? Obviously, it's still a Call of Duty entity.
My other thing is that is Battle Royale still a thing? Do you think it's still people like Battle Royale?
Like still popular like how it was?
Because right now people are playing Ludo shooter. What do you call those?
Extractors.
Extractors.
Yeah.
I think so. I think it's like the progression of any other game, right? Is like, let's take the 90s, for example. Okay. Mm-hmm. So everything was one player for a long time. And then they started implementing, Super Mario 2 and 3, like let's just say as an example. And then it got to where you could play 2 people or you could play 4 people on one console, right?
That's green.
Mm-hmm. And that was kind of the progression of all that. And then you get to like the late 90s, early 2000s, right? And then now you can have LAN parties, right? Because that was a thing, right? So I think Battle Royale is in that progression stage of that it's supposed to be in. Is Battle Royale still popular? Yes, but I think now it's dwindling down to a certain type of gamer, right? Like it appeals to only a certain type of gamer. That's why, people are now moving towards extraction because that's the new thing. That's, that developed off of the Battle Royale. Everybody got burnt out because everybody started doing Battle Royale games. It's just like everything else has happened, right? Like, so I think it's in that stage where all the games are trying to create their own Battle Royale, and some of them do it better than others. Some of them do it worse than others or whatever. So I think the next progression is, well, how do we change this, but kind of keep the same perspective, right? And that's an extractor game, right? Because now you can do extractors with your buddies online, right? Like we play, what's that damn game? Delta Force, yeah. And, that's an extractor game. We don't hardly ever play the Battle Royale because it sucks. It doesn't suck, but it sucks to play it. Right, for us, because it's different than the type of Battle Royale that we're used to. So we tend to play the extractor because on that game it's more fun for us and it's more enjoyable experience, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that's what it is with the Battle Royale. I don't think Battle Royale is dead. I think Battle Royale is just to the point where the weeds are growing and the weeds are getting picked out, right? So it's just now you're going to have your Battle Royale group of people that are going to play, and then people who want to move to extractors are going to move on to extractors, right? Like, so I think that's what that is with that. But I think Warzone's success, I don't think it's based off of popularity. Like I've said before, right? I think it's quality of life from any gamer's perspective, whether you play solos, duos, trios with a squad, or you whatever, right? Like the experience has to be better than it has been the last couple of years, right? Because the general consensus is there's a cheater problem, right? The game lags, the game doesn't work, the servers suck, right? Like nobody wants to get into a game and get hyped up, get 15 kills, and then the server crashes or your game freezes or something happens and it just causes a bad experience when you're on a burner, right? Like I think those are the things that have killed the Call of Duty popularity. Right, is the internal problems with the game are worse.
You say that, but Call of Duty always has this problem, like always.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, right? The problem is they've never took the time to fix that. That's what I'm getting at, right? Yeah, you get used to it, but I mean, 10 years into the franchise, are you still going to sit there and just be like, oh, it's just a Call of Dutyism and still play? Like at some point, everybody's going to get tired of it, right? And now with the implication of like how popular it is, because it's a free to play game, right? But they make tons of fucking money off of it. Yeah. But the money is starting to, go down. It's starting to dwindle, even though it's a free-to-play game, right? Because now it's been around long enough where it's irritating people that they don't fix the problems with all the money they're making off of it. That's my own personal opinion, right? I think that is the downfall that we're at with Call of Duty is, yes, it's free to play, but you can only advertise that it's free to play to so many people for so long until they go, yeah, it's free to play, but they don't fucking update the game right. They don't fix the game. Like, I'm gonna go find another free to play game, and people move on to extractors, right? Like, I mean, just take a look at us. I don't play Call of Duty anymore unless it's Friday. I hate to say it. And if we're not playing on Friday, I don't touch the game. And I used to play the motherfucker every day, bro. Like every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And I just got to a burnout point. And it's it's my own fault and it's not my own fault at the same time, right? Yeah. Like, I tried to change it up for the first time ever. I went through a whole multiplayer grind and did camos and all that kind of shit. And I would try to jump back onto what my favorite portion of the game was, which was Warzone or Resurgence or whatever. And you just get burned out because there's just so many problems with it and it gets annoying. Yeah. So
I think when the game works, man, it's perfect.
Dude, like, it's so much fun.
It's so much fun when it works.
Tonight was fun, bro. Yeah. Like, we didn't run into anybody that was like blatantly hacking that we felt like was just fucking us up. You know what I mean? Like, and we had steady pace games. We had a lot of second place finishes. We had a couple of dubs, right? Like, I think the lowest we got was like 8th or 9th. And we didn't play like a shitload of games like we normally do, but yeah. So like, you know, and it's nights like these that's what brings you back, right? It's like golf for anybody who's played golf. You fucking make a nice shot, bro. Like, you could be terrible the whole 18 holes, and on the 18th hole, you drill a fucking ball, lands in the middle of the fairway, bro, and then you're on the green in 2, and you're like, I'll be back fucking next week. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that with most things. You know what I mean? You find the piece out of the rubble that is the cleanest, and you kind of bank on that, right? So like, here we are. Been waiting for Call of Duty to be fixed, you know, like, it's been dirty, it's been fucking crazy, annoying, but we have a night like tonight that was like a fucking gem, and we had a good time. We all enjoyed it. We didn't bitch or complain about anything, and we caught a couple dubs. So next Friday we'll be back on play. Well, Thursday we'll be back on playing. Danny will be playing, you know, with ice on his nuts, but he'll be playing whatever. So
zombie day.
Yeah, Friday. We can do zombies on Friday for sure, bro.
Yeah, Friday zombie.
Until we're finished.
Oh shit.
Okay, Jose?
All right, I'm not streaming.
Back.
You know what? You know what's crazy?
That one night we were on till like 5 o'clock in the fucking morning, bro.
You know what's crazy? These fucking maps always come out when I have fucking drill.
Do you have drill next weekend?
Yes. So that Friday, that Saturday, I have drill.
You want me to fucking give your CO a call? Let me call him. I'll tell him what's up.
Give her a call. Hell yeah.
I'm like, hey, look, you guys are in the fucking
zombie map.
Yeah, you guys are A&G fucking reserve.
How important is this?
He gets more training playing the game than he does on the weekend, so just don't worry. He's not gonna be there. Right. He ain't gonna be there. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, but yeah, so I think in order for next week to be successful, I think people have to get away from the popularity aspect of what is happening next week. That's the problem. The problem is within itself, right? Call of Duty, Activision, whatever, right? They create so much hype on a drop that they oversell every single time they do an update or a season or whatever. There's so much emphasis on what's coming that they kind of put themselves in a hole, because it's like, oh, we're going to fix this, we're going to fix this. And then they don't do it because they don't do it in time. They didn't have enough time. They set too quick of a schedule for themselves. So they're setting themselves up for a failure, right? What should have happened was like, hey, okay, season 3, like when season 1 came out, season 3, Verdansk is going to drop. We're going to bring the map back, and it's going to run until Black Ops 6 comes out, or 7. Whatever, right? Or whatever the next iteration of Call of Duty is coming out this year. I can't remember what it was, but
Modern Warfare, I think.
Yeah, Modern Warfare, right? So,
but that's when I think they're gonna like reset everything.
I don't know. I don't remember. You might be right. I'm not saying that you're right or wrong. Like, I don't recall, but I know that's coming.
Because right now it's kind of bloated with stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't think they keep adding more guns and stuff. But
yeah, and see that's the thing,
like
right?
3. Yeah, like 3. It's voted with 3 different games.
Yeah, because it has Modern Warfare, what, 2 or 3?
No, Modern Warfare 2, 3,
and then Black Ops.
And
So yeah, you have all 3 of those, and then you have like all those 3 from like skins and shit like that. So yeah, it's like
and all the skins we get, it's gone. It's like
I remember when they first announced, right, that they were going to do the whole integration thing with Call of Duty, right? Because as we know, like Raven Software, Activision, and what's the other one? Anyways, what's that?
Sledgehammer?
Yeah, Sledgehammer. Yeah, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, right? Yeah. So like they've got 5 companies underneath their umbrella that all feed into Call of Duty right now as we speak, right? Like they get 3 or 4 months and then they do an update, and then the next update is going to this section and that. Like, why do you run a game like that? What you should do, right, is you should take Warzone, move it out, and give that to Raven Software. That's what they need to focus on, right? You need to take multiplayer, make it its own entity, and make Treyarch focus on multiplayer. Anything multiplayer, one company. So they have a center line of focus. And then Sledgehammer takes, zombies or whatever. Like, however they want to split it up. And then the other one takes DMZ, right? You could have multiple platforms for this one game that could be so successful if you stop trying to cram all the shit into one.
Yeah.
Like how it used to be, because I know before, like, because Call of Duty used to have a new game like every 6 months or every year, but it was always every different company.
Yeah.
So you can tell which one was a better company with a Call of Duty game, because like some of the Call of Duty games I didn't like, some of them were better. So it was always like Black Ops ended up being pretty good, and then Modern Warfare started coming out, and then I think that's when they ended up combining them all together.
Yeah. Like,
but so like if they could go back to
which company has their own style.
Yeah, you could definitely tell the
more colorful.
Yeah, and the games were so different back then. Like each iteration of Call of Duty was so different to play. One was based off of, like old and historical time frame shooting, right, and wars, and then one was futuristic, right, and then one was present, and that worked. But now they're cramming them all together, and they're trying to overlap all these things. And I mean, common sense, like just from a guy who's thinking about it, like I feel like that's the biggest fucking flaw, right? Is you're trying to make all these entities merge together and integrate with each other when they're not supposed to, right? And then you wonder why your servers suck and all this, because they're all running off of the same shit.
So the servers can't handle it.
Yeah, and what is one of the most common patch updates that you hear, right, is multiplayer got this update, but it didn't cross over to Warzone. So the damage on this gun is good, but the belt feeder on the same gun doesn't work on the Warzone because it's glitched, right? And like those are key things to me as just like somebody who doesn't do like software but plays games and understands how things work, right? Just in a general sense, like, well, you could fix that problem if you just wouldn't fucking put them together, right? Because then you wouldn't have to worry about translating that one update to all 3 different parts of the game. You just, boom, multiplayer needs to fucking fix this. And everybody needs to separate thinking that multiplayer is the same as Warzone is the same as fucking DMZ as zombies, right? Like that to me, like drives me crazy. And I think, Aaron, I think you're right. I think that's the problem. That's a big part of the problem is the integration didn't work and they should give up by now. Yeah. Right. Their next move should be like, hey, we're announcing that fucking Raven Software, since it was the most popular version of Warzone, is now going to be control of Warzone from here on out, henceforth to infinity, right? And fucking Sledgehammer is going to take multiplayer because they had the most popular multiplayer 4 years ago, right? Like, why would you not go off of that standpoint instead? If you want things to be successful, have the best version of it. Mm-hmm. And we all know, right? Because, like, let's say everybody has their own opinions, right? Verdansk. Whoever made the first Verdansk, everybody loves that fucking game. Caldera, a lot of people died off because they didn't like that shit, right? The one after that, before Al Mazrah, like that was kind of like hit or miss, whatever, right? And now you have Urzikstan, right? And Urzikstan's okay, like it's playable, it's different. So you take the best iteration of those platforms and you say, okay, your shit was the most popular. You get to do the next one and carry that, and that's your focus from here on out. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So whatever, right? Like, but I don't obviously
there's also Blackout.
Yeah, like things, and that's what I'm saying, like things like that, right? Like Blackout was dope. I loved Blackout, right? And
sometimes they don't do that. Like just release.
It's coming out.
You got the map.
Call of Duty, Black Ops 7 is going to be a Blackout version, a variant. I'm pretty sure it's 7. Yeah, they announced
Blackout didn't switch maps, right? They just kept one map.
Yeah.
Or was there two maps? I couldn't remember.
It was the first time doing it was just Battle Royale.
Yeah, it was just one.
It was one map, and then they had what's it called? Rebirth Island. They had their version of
what do you call it?
Alcatraz. It was called Alcatraz.
Yeah. So, and that worked enough, right? Like it made the game successful enough to just okay. If they would have sat there and focused on that, it would have been good.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah.
It would have been good. So it's one of those things. So
yeah, because there's no point. I don't think there's any point of integration. Because I mean, look at the game now. Like, there's nobody using Modern Warfare 2 guns. Like, why is that even? Why are they even there?
Yeah. Why does the integration go that far back? Exactly. Yeah. Right. Like, and then they try to do these updates to make them more relevant. Like, why are you trying to make old shit relevant? Now, granted, real quick, yes, are there some nostalgic guns coming back with next week? Yes, there are. Do I really care at this point? I really don't. The map is plenty enough for me. I don't need the Kilo. I don't need the Grau. I don't need the because now you're focusing on too many old things that you're trying to revamp. Right, just focus on one. The map. Make the map work right. Make the map flow good. Make the map not crash. Make it not playable. And they made announcements. They made upgrades to the map as far as like lighting compared to how it used to be and things like that. Right, and those are the things they should do. They should honestly, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. They should X all the fucking extra shit and just release the map. That's it. Just release the map in its best fucking form that you've been working on. And who gives a shit about the Kilo? It's probably going to be OP and it's, for like a week and then they're going to nerf the shit. Like, come on, bro.
Like, oh, we made it too OP. We need to nerf it now.
That shit gets old. I will tell you this right now. I like Black Ops because there's a steady flow of different guns you can use and still be, competitive, right? There's 4 or 5 different sets of guns, SMGs, ARs, fucking sniper rifles.
Yep.
Right. I like when the game is like that because we all remember when the DMR thing happened. Literally everybody on the fucking map was shooting DR. Like
MCW.
That was my first PR was a DR because I like the single shooter guns because I have more steady aim for me personally. Right. That was my first PR. I had like 18 in one game, bro. And I was fucking stoked. Right. And then they nerfed it. And I was like, oh shit. And I still tried to use it. Wasn't relevant. Like it lasted a week. And then it was back to fucking all the other guns. You know what I mean? Like back to the Grau and shit like that. So I don't know. I have high hopes for next week because like what RC said, the nostalgia of the game, that's going to be awesome to go back to Verdansk. But I also agree with what you said on top of that it's going to be awesome for a week and then it's going to get played out.
Do you want Warzone to fail?
No, I don't. I love Warzone. I don't want it to fail. I want it to finish what it's, in a sense, not really doing, but should be doing. I want it to weed out the people who don't need to play Warzone. I'll tell you this, my personal opinion, the loss of popularity for Warzone, I think is a good thing. I hate to say it, but it is. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. The dwindling effect that streamers have on the game is making the game more enjoyable as a whole. And it's no disrespect to people who play games to make money, right? That's your living, whatever. Do I agree with it? Not really. But I think that the introduction of paid streamers is what killed most of games like Warzone. Because you have to keep up with what you put out, right? So if you're putting out videos of you getting 30 kills a game, right? I don't give a fuck how good you are at anything, okay? Every day you're getting 30 plus kills in a game, bro, you're doing something. And people can come fight me, whatever, right? But I mean, there's days where we're getting like less than 10 kills as a team right? And then there's other days where Daniel's getting 16, I'm getting 8, 10, 12, right? Like there's a obvious variation between gameplay. But you're streaming 7 days a week, you're putting a video out every day, and you're getting all these dubs, you're getting fucking
crazy shots, crazy kills.
Like, 60, 70 kills. Like, bro, I never see in those high kill games, I never see anybody get shot at, the streamers, like once or twice, right? Because they're like, oh shit, like I didn't get every bot in this freaking lobby, but you know, let's kill this guy first so I can go back to killing 45 other fucking people on the map. Bro, that to me just doesn't seem logical. It really doesn't. Like you can't tell me that somebody's putting a video out every day of a 30 plus, 40 plus, 50 plus kill game, and they're just winning them all. Like you're that good? No. Like, come on. And then that's what ramps up the cheating too, because people get frustrated on our side of it. On our side of it. So these guys are like, bro, let's just make cheats so these motherfuckers can compete. You know what I mean? And then now you have the downfall of Warzone. Brr, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, it's all tied into it all together. But
and Warzone needs to worry about, because there's going to be a new battle royale coming soon. The Battlefield Battle Royale.
So here's what I'll tell you. Battlefield has an opportunity to do great
let me say something.
Things.
It's created by the same people that created Legends.
Apex Legends.
Yeah. So if they're making the Battlefield game and they're making the Battle Royale, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, and I'm okay. I agree with that statement to a point, right? Because Apex has its share of cheaters too, right? I think Battlefield has a opportunity to take over if they do it right.
Yeah.
If Battlefield comes out and I see one fucking cheater in my first game that's obviously cheating, I'm never going to play the game again. Because I already play a game that I have to deal with that shit, right? And I'll tell you guys, like you guys play Apex Legends, and I think it's a cool game. There's a lot going on. It's too much for my brain to process sometimes, but I've played it before. The first couple games that I played Apex back when I played it, I got fucking hacked on, like just mind-blowingly obvious shit, right? And I'm like, dude, I already deal with this shit in fucking Rebirth Island. Like, I'm not gonna play 2 games where I'm just getting mashed on. So, and that's from my perspective as you know, just a casual gamer, right? And I think that's the thing that people forget about, is that those kind of things create inequality in gaming, and that's why people think it's popular and then it gets unpopular, because if they don't take care of it, it's going to be like Warzone. People are going to get mad and they're going to not want to play the game anymore. So if Battlefield comes out with, I guess, hands down the best fucking anti-cheat, bam, boom, I'm going to play Battlefield every fucking day, cuz I'm just saying, right? But
nothing that's 100%.
I mean, yeah, obviously nothing's going to be 100%. Yeah. And I get that, right? But Battlefield has to take the opportunity to prove and show the community that they're doing what they're saying they're doing. Call of Duty hasn't been doing that. That's the difference. And that's what I'm saying is how Battlefield can capitalize on the industry, is they can take it a step further and actually do what the fuck they're supposed to do. That's just to put in the simplest form, right? So, but with that, we're at T-minus, I don't know what it was, 5 days, 6 days until it happens. So I guess we'll see next week. And we'll all be together to figure it out. So we'll enjoy it or hate it, but we'll see.
Yep.
But with that, we're going to call it. And first of all, I just want to say thanks, RC, for joining us. And maybe we can get you back on here next week because we got an open slot.
Yeah. Talk about Battlefield.
And we can talk about some other stuff, man. And but thank you for joining us, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me to your podcast.
Absolutely, man. It's cool having you. Yeah. Great. You're a great guy, buddy. I've always told these two that. They always talk shit about you, but I said, no, RC's great.
Well,
what are you doing? Like, I don't want to play this other guy. Get RC in here. He's the fourth, man. He's the other fourth. So no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But I know I'm kind of competitive.
Dude, hey, RC, I don't give a shit what anybody says. All right, my opinion is the only one that matters on this podcast. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I enjoy playing with you because you are entertaining as fuck. Like, I'm always entertained when you play with us, man. Because like, just some of the way some of the things you say, man, or just whatever, like, or your low key fucking demandingness that you have, like
you might know.
It's always fun, man. When I sit back and I listen to you yell at Jose and Daniel all the time because they're not doing something, and it's funny as hell. Like, it's
mainly me, but
well, everybody yells at you, so fuck it. But anyways, thanks for joining us, RC. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week, man, and then we'll see you in the games. And everybody out there, have a great one. We'll see you on the next one. Peace
out.
Later.
Peace.